Thank you. Brendan Ross, he is known as Terminal Man, and he is in the studio this morning. We were just laughing about how I was saying, how did this all come about? And you might have heard about Brendan's story. I think it was in the paper, and it's even gotten some national attention, I think, maybe even international attention. So how did this get started? You said it was actually started out as a joke.
Yeah, it did. We heard about JetBlue's promotion, this all-you-can jet pass that lets you fly around all you want for $5.99.
Yeah.
And just talking with some friends, I'm waiting for my job in air traffic control to start. We thought, hey, that'd be great if you could fly as much as you wanted for a whole month.
Yeah.
And so I put up a thing on Craigslist that just said, hey, hire me to do this, make sure I have enough money not to starve, like 20 bucks a day.
Right.
And I'll go follow your husband around, make sure he really goes to those business meetings, or, I'll go take pictures of the coast, or I'll bottle up ocean air, whatever you want.
Right.
Well, Wired magazine got wind of it, the website part, and they kind of ran this story like, haha, look what this guy's doing.
Yeah.
And then a couple days later, they wrote me back and said, you know what? We'd like to take you up on it. Why don't we have you fly around and you blog about it? You stay in the airports, and that was the one big rule, was I couldn't leave airport property unless I was on a plane.
Right.
So I had to stay there.
Okay, so 70 airports within a month, and as you said, you could, was it 70?
It was 72 flights.
Okay.
Unique airports, probably, I want to say low 40s.
Oh, low 40s, yeah. Maybe there aren't even 70, well, there's probably, but not big destinations. I mean, were these big destinations?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're primarily an East Coast airline, but they've got stuff all over the country. So a lot of trips through New York.
Okay, now so the caveat here was that you had a blog about it.
Yeah.
And it was also sort of like a treasure hunt, is that right?
Well, readers submitted ideas of things they'd like me to do. So, it's a tech magazine, so a lot of stuff like that you'd expect. Like, go find where you can get free Wi-Fi in the airport.
Right.
Stuff like that.
What was the most bizarre request?
I had a whole lot that had things like try to join the Mile High Club with as many attendants as you can. It's like, well, I'm a married guy, and my wife would kill me, and that's just not my game. So, I had a marriage proposal at one point.
Did you really?
All sorts of strange things.
Did you have a lot of followers?
Yeah, it started off kind of slow, and then it really gained speed as it went on, either just through word of mouth or through the news or whatever. By the end, on Twitter, it was like 3,500 people.
Wow.
And through the website, several thousand.
Okay, so you started this back on September 8th, and it was about a month. Mm-hmm. What was the best and worst airports? Can you say?
Mid-sized airports, Austin was the best. I mean,
yeah?
where are you going to find a place with all the local stuff, with live music? Yeah, it's incredible. Mm-hmm. Big town, Portland, Oregon, great place. A lot like Austin, just put on a bigger scale.
Was it?
Great coffee. And small town, Burlington, Vermont. Really a pretty sweet place.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the bigger airports? I mean, did you kind of lose yourself in those?
Yeah, about a third of the way into it in JFK in New York, I had my wallet and my phone stolen. That was miserable. And the phone was really kind of like my lifeline.
Well,
so
absolutely.
We had to figure stuff out. And I still had my license, so I could keep flying. But for a few days there, I had to rely on other people, deciding to come by and bring me food or whatever.
What was the best part of the trip?
Best part, probably just getting to know people.
Really?
There's a lot of great people I got to meet out there, whether it was pilots or attendants or people who visited me.
Right. Worst part?
Probably also the people. There's some real crazies. A guy claimed that he was an air marshal, that he's going to take me off the plane because I didn't turn off my phone in time. A lady that talked to me nonstop for like 3 hours, who brought her chihuahua on the plane and tried to make it sit in my lap. So
I would say the worst part was getting the H1N1 last week.
Yeah, it was pretty bad too. And the best part was I ended up contracting swine flu right after I got back. So it's nice to not have to deal with it on the plane, but it was a cute little welcome home gift.
So what's now? I mean, what's going on now?
Well, air traffic control, it's federal government and the gears grind slowly,
You're just waiting for that call.
Yeah, so now in the meantime, I'm hanging out. The same guy that founded JetBlue founded an airline in Brazil, and he was trying to call me into that to do the same thing for another month. So maybe that, a South Korean travel agency wants me to do something, so who knows?
People go see the world.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Hopefully you can leave the airport next time. Sometimes you don't want to be stuck in the airport. Thanks, Brendan, for stopping by. We appreciate it.